All right, good morning, everyone. I'm Jermaine Hill. I'm the fire chief of your Forest Park Fire Department. I'm blessed and honored to be before you today. And for us, the students, the children, they are our biggest investments. So our police department, our fire department, our city administration, what we're trying to do is raise knowledgeable, responsible, educated adults. So when they're in the positions that you guys are in now, because those are our next leaders, right? Amen. Can I get an amen on that? These are our next fire chiefs, city managers, doctors, lawyers, mayors, etc., police officers, public works people. You know, we need that resource, and we need the students to know what they're getting into, and we want them to make educated decisions. So our cadet program is like none other in the city. It is true workforce development. It's not just, hey, there's litter tomorrow, you're gonna pick up litter. There's painting to do the next day, you're gonna do that, and the students don't get anything from it. We're exposing them to different careers on purpose so that they understand what's available to them. And a lot of folks don't understand, you know, when you come out of high school, it's like high school, you know, from back in the 70s and 80s and 90s, class of 90, yay, it's kind of watered down a little bit. So they may not know about those resources that are available to them or the options that are available to them. So that's why we started this cadet program, and we truly believe that there's none other like this in the country. This is the first in the nation. So hopefully I'm not stealing too much of Eddie Hawkins' thunder, because I know he's gonna mimic or echo some of the same sentiments. But without further ado, I want to welcome you and introduce you to the 2025 Forest Park Cadet class. Come on in, students.
Forward, march! Just the other day I heard an officer say,
Just the other day I heard an officer say,
you want to be an FPC, you gotta do it my way.
wanna be an FPC, you gotta do it my way.
My way or the highway.
My way or the highway.
I said my way or the doggone highway.
My way or the doggone highway.
My way's the right way, your way's the wrong way.
My way's the right way, your way's the wrong way.
Just the other day I heard an officer say,
Just the other day I heard an officer say,
you wanna be an FPC, you gotta do it my way.
wanna be an FPC, you gotta do it my way.
My way or the highway.
My way or the highway.
I said my way or the doggone highway.
My way or the doggone highway.
My way's the right way, your way's the wrong way.
My way's the right way, your way's the wrong way.
Just the other day,
Just the other day,
just the other day,
just the other day,
just the other day I heard an officer say,
just the other day I heard an officer say,
group halt.
1, 2. Group 1, 2, jump. The risk we take make us stronger together. All about face. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. And salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Ready, two. About face. You may now be seated.
And parents, the leader of this esteemed group, Mr. Eddie Hawkins.
Hey, give them a hand, y'all. Give these young people a round of applause. Hey, good job, good job. They were a very, very fun group, to say the least. Want to go ahead and bring up our mayor, Mr. Aaron Brown, to give you all a formal welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. All right. As Mr. Hawkins said, I have the privilege of serving as the mayor for the beautiful Forest Park. And I am honored today to be able to come speak before you, and honored even more to be amongst such incredible young leaders. At a lot of our community events, I see them helping out, they're volunteering their time, and they could be doing anything. They could be anywhere, but they're choosing to serve, and that is an incredible, or really an invaluable skill and character building asset that each and every one of these leaders possess. I can't tell you how many seniors ask me, well, who are those kids in those green shirts, and what are they doing? I'm like, well, those are the cadet program, and that is the brainchild of Mr. Hawkins here. And what an incredible blessing it is, not only to have an opportunity like this for your children, but for the community and other kids their age to see them being leaders and serving, but an even more incredible blessing to have. It's not just the people in this room, not just you as parents who care about these kids, but to have so many different people like Mr. Hawkins, like the city administration and leadership that care and love and support your children. That mentorship is important, and they're going to instill in them a lot of leadership values that is going to allow them to go on to do bigger and better things, which as parents, I know you want for each and every one of them. By signing up for this program, they've already demonstrated that they have a lot of character, that you've instilled in them good values about the importance of service. But then now they have the opportunity to meet other leaders in the community that is going to catapult them to do whatever it is that they set their hearts, on. So I applaud each and every one of you for taking the step to join this program, and I applaud you, Mr. Hawkins, for even starting this to lead the babies, so to speak. It's just really incredible watching you mold and nurture these young students and bringing them into young adulthood. So I thank each and every one of you for sharing your families with us. And with that, I don't know who's next in line, but I'm going to go pass the mic back. But thank you.
Real quick. Thanks, Mayor Brown. So just to kind of give everybody a little backstory about the program, Chief Hill and Ron Wilson and Veda at the time had been trying to start a cadet program in Forest Park for a while, either fire or police, one or the other. And then while I worked in Cincinnati, they would come down and we'd have a lot of conversations. So upon my retirement, we kind of came out and we wanted to figure out how we could get the most bang for our buck, how we could get the most out of the resources that we had. So at that point, we figured if we're going to talk about police and we're going to talk about fire, then why aren't we having a conversation about government? Why aren't we talking about public works, the people that plow our streets and keep our yards clean? So how about we just talk about service? Because we are, at the end of the day, we service the community, and if you know anything about service, we've all had an opportunity to serve either our families or anything else. And when you are serving someone else, that's when you're at your best. So we decided we would make up a program, create a program that was none like any other in the nation or in the country, where young people had an opportunity to talk about all 4 branches of service. That being said, parents, once again, I want to tell you thank you for allowing me the opportunity to be around your young people. I understand why you love them so much. I also understand why you all have gray hair. Traditionally, at things like this, you bring up a keynote speaker, someone to kind of address everybody on how things. I want to do things a little different, simply because this program is compiled of young people. All but maybe 3 of them go to the same school, but none of them really knew each other. Like, they may have seen them in the hallways, but they really didn't know each other. But I think through this program, there are going to be some friendships that are going to last way beyond just this program. And I can tell you, you'll see throughout the program, we've had a couple of things that we'll be able to talk about and laugh about. That being said, I want to give people that have been in this program for a while an opportunity to tell you their experiences. So I'm going to give you someone from the past. So first person I'm going to bring up is intern Demara Sellers, who actually was in Cincinnati with me as a junior at Winton Woods. And then when she graduated, went on to college, she kind of reached back out and says, hey, Officer Hawkins, I want to be involved again. And I reached out to her and I said, well, I'm going to be in Forest Park. Would you like to come? So last year she came, and she was actually one of our graduate students that participated. This year she came back. Actually, she's working with the city of Forest Park as an intern police officer, but she's also an intern with us. So I'm gonna give her an opportunity to kind of give her spiel, and then we'll bring up some other young people. Everybody, Damaris Sellers.
Good morning, everyone. Serving as an advisor for a Forest Park Cadet program has been one of the most rewarding experiences of my career. This program is more than a uniform, drills, and events. It's about growth, discipline, and guiding young people as they become leaders into their own rights. As an advisor, I've seen firsthand how this program builds not just skill, but character. It teaches responsibility, service, and respect, values that extend far beyond the program itself. What meant the most to me is the relationship built, the trust and the mentorship and the shared pride in every cadet's success. Being a part of their journey and helping them discover their potential has made this role deeply meaningful. I want to take the time to thank Police Chief Bill Arns and the committee for this opportunity of allowing me to be the first intern that the Forest Park Police Department ever had. And I'm very honored, and thank you, Officer Hawkins, for keep letting me come back and just keep doing what I do best. So, yes.
So hopefully the mayor will be patrolling these streets here in the next couple of years. Ain't that right, Ron? You know, that's the goal. The goal has always been to create young people to take over and begin to take care of us. So how many Forest Park residents do we have in here? Raise your hand. Okay, that's good. So guess what? A lot of these young people are finding out that there are some very good paying jobs in Forest Park. We found that out yesterday, didn't we? It's a very good paying job in Forest Park. So, you know, you don't have to go too far to make a couple quarters. Second, I'm gonna bring up a young person who I've known since they were 11 years old. He was in our youth camp when I was in Cincinnati. He's now graduated. So he's gonna represent the present state of our organization, and next I'll bring up someone to talk about our future. I'll give you Mr. Ward Davis.
Good morning, everybody. I am Cadet Lieutenant Ward. I would like to start off by saying thank you for coming. This job was an amazing opportunity. It has opened up so many doors for me, so many different job opportunities. I learned firefighting skills, police work skills, public works, and government. Some of the things we did for each was, first, for firefighting, we had an opportunity to rappel down from buildings with the Cincinnati Fire Cadets. We also had the opportunity to learn how firefighters cut up cars in case of emergencies to get people out. Then, for police, we have the opportunity to see SWAT and learn about what they do. We also had the opportunity to go down to Hamilton County Jail and look around what goes on in there. For public works, we've had the opportunity to go out in the community, clean up. We worked party in the park. We've painted shelters that were messed up by spray paint. We've cleaned up. We've even laid mulch up at Central. And then for government, we had the opportunity to go downtown to the courthouse, and we got to sit in through 2 misdemeanor cases and 2 felony cases. We also had the opportunity to sit in on a meeting. It was for the Bengals. I also would, at the end of the day, I want to say thank you to Mr. Eddie Hawkins, because he's went above and beyond for this program and for kids all around. And I'd also like to once again say thank you for everybody coming up, and thank you to all the city officials who allowed us to do what we were able to do. Thank you.
Now, Ward Davis is going to be starting the Great Oaks Fire Academy here soon. So we got a firefighter, we got a couple police officers. So I think a lot of these young people through the course of this program are finding out that there are some good paying jobs out there, you know. So some of you all that I know I'm looking out there that are in the field of service are like, yeah, it's about time they figure out how they get to turn the refrigerator on. And so now I'll bring up the president of this year's class. And we decided to go with a president, vice president, and secretary because we're looking to go beyond the summer, which means we'll be doing work with them beyond the summer, which means we'll work throughout the school year, which means they'll still have the opportunity to work alongside myself and other individuals from the city of Forest Park. all the way up until it's time for us to get going again in the summer. So we have a president, a vice president, a secretary, and you'll actually have a chance to meet them. So they'll be the individuals that will be governing what we do and how we move forward. And with that being said, I want to bring forward this class president, Mr. Ishmael Dembele.
Good morning, everyone. To our mayor, city council, city staff, and mentors and families, thank you for being here. My name is Ishmael Dembele, and I'm proud to serve as the class president of the first ever Forest Park Cadet Program. This morning, I want to speak briefly about what we've done together, what we've learned, and what I've personally gained from this experience. When we joined this program, we were stepping into something brand new. None of us knew exactly what to expect, but we showed up ready to work, ready to grow, and ready to represent Forest Park. We trained, or I should say, worked alongside police, fire, through community work such as Party in the Park, for example. We've learned how a city truly operates, from protecting people to fixing roads to making sure services run smoothly, from our wonderful police chief, Mr. Bill Arns, and city manager, Mr. Don Jones. And one of the most powerful experiences was working with the Cincinnati Cadets, learning side by side, sharing stories, and showing how unity could build stronger communities. This wasn't a summer job or a school program. This was history. Forest Park is the first suburb in the region to launch something like this. That's something to be proud of and something we helped build. For me personally, this program has changed everything. It taught me how to lead, not by standing in front, but by standing with my team. It gave me confidence to speak up and step forward. And it reminded me of something powerful, what we call the village mindset, the belief that we grow stronger when we grow together. To my fellow cadets, I see your dedication and leadership, and I'm proud to serve beside you. To our mentors, city staff, especially Mr. Eddie Hawkins, thank you for giving us your time, your trust, and your belief in what we can become. The future of Forest Park isn't just coming, it's here, and it's standing right in front of you. Thank you.
I know what y'all saying. That boy good. Yeah, he's a very, very gifted young man, and he has a lot of ideas as to where he wants to help this program go, which is inspiring to me, because that's an easy lift for an individual. You have a young man who's already thinking about next year and beyond, which is rare for our young people. When he's already thinking about how we can change the program next year and how we can do things different, that makes me smile, because that's a very easy lift for me. Next, like I said, I didn't want to make this too long and drawn out, because I really want to make sure we acknowledge the individuals who's done the work. Next, we're going to bring up Officer Ron Wilson, because we want to recognize our. Come on, Ron. Come on, Ron. Come on, Ron. So, one thing we like to do is we like to put them in a position so they can appreciate what it's like to be in charge. So we had supervisors. Now, is anybody in here a supervisor at their job? Raise your hand. It is a very thankless job. And once you become a supervisor, you understand why your supervisor probably didn't like you too much as an employee, or as this is the nature of the beast, because now the shoe's on the other foot. So, of course, it's wonderful to watch the individuals who, because what we did was we had an opportunity for them to get up in front of their classmates and says, hey, vote for me, I want to be your lieutenant. Or vote for me, I want to be your sergeant. Or vote for me, I want to be the president. So I gave them a very detailed description of what the job entailed and what it would take. And then when they would come to me, I would say, well, you do understand that that's why you stood up there and said you wanted to do this. So with that being said, I really want to honor the young people who took the challenge, because it was a lot of fun this year, just watching them go through their changes.
All right, again, well, we keep applauding the kids. I have to give my shout out to Mr. Hawkins. He's been like phenomenal. There's many days I couldn't make it down there to this program. I was more present last year than this year, so I give my hat to Eddie Hawkins. So can we get a round of applause for Eddie? Absolutely, definitely need to be recognized. So our lieutenant is Lieutenant Ward. Davis Ward. Ward Davis, I'm sorry, Ward Davis. Our sergeant is Ryan Durrett. Sergeant Elijah Cephas. This guy saves money. He's the only guy last year that was in the program that this year he still had money left over. So he's my miser of the group. He is not messing around. He will be rich someday. Yep. All right, this is our leadership group. We have sergeants and lieutenant. If you guys want to snap a couple of pictures, and you guys can grab a seat, please. All right, next we have class officers. We have Joshua Isom, Vice President. Yep. And we have Secretary, Miss Zoe Gibson. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then we have Mr. Ishmael Dembele, Class President. I'll get out of the way so you can snap some pictures. And then you guys and ladies can have a seat, please. My man.
So we would have people come in and speak, and I'm real big on them retaining information, making sure that they retain the information that they're given. So I wanted to make sure that everything that they learned, they were able to regurgitate it in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So after every time we had a speaker, they got a 10-question quiz. And at first, they were like, "For real, Mr. Eddie? This ain't school." So at first, they were taking it for a joke until I posted their initial scores up. And they're like, "I only got 3 out of 10? I said, "Well, I guess you only got 30% of the information." So then it really became a competition. So this year, our young person with the highest score after all of our quizzes, our academic student of the camp, would be Takari Miles. Now, Takari and I are going to have a real long conversation because he has a very high IQ, and we're going to exploit that this summer, this school year. So, before we give out the rest of our acknowledgments, our young people wanted to show you all what a typical day in roll call looks like for us. So I'll let Lieutenant Ward and Intern Sellers take over.
Group attention.
The risks we take make us stronger together.
Mark time, march. 1, 2, 3, 4, hey.
1, 2, 3, 4, hey.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
On the move.
On the move.
In the groove.
In the groove.
In the groove.
In the groove.
Here we go.
Here we go.
All the way.
All the way.
Every day.
Every day.
Ha, ha. Ha. right, lay up. Left, right, lay up. Left, right, lay up. The DSA lay up. The DSA lay up. Add a double time. Add a double time. Left, right, lay up. Left, right, lay up. Whole lot of lay up. Whole lot of lay up. The DSA lay up. The DSA lay up. Add a double time. Add a double time. Group hop. 1, 2.
So there were some very special people who played a very intricate part in making sure this happened. So it started with a dream and a bunch of conversations, and then we got to a point where we had to put it in action. So I'm going to call up a couple of people, because without these individuals, we probably would have never have even gotten here. Zoe, come here. Come here, Zoe. Need you to- Miss Sherry Powell. Where's Sherry at? She's in the back. She's in the back working, as usual, making it happen. Mr. Jay Dennis. Stay up there. Just stay there. Oh, Alfie's not. Alfie's coming. Ron Wilson. Thank you, sir. Chief Hill. Yeah, he gets both of those. Is Talbert House here? So there are two programs that were able to help fund this program. She was here, she must have had to leave. That would be Vonda Steele from the Talbot House and Kyle Hogan from Harbor. Those are the two organizations that were instrumental in making sure that this program happened. So we just really want to recognize these individuals, because when I came out here with Ron and Jermaine, we were just kind of thinking about how this was going to look. So we had to sit down at a table with Jay, myself, and Ron, and Sherry, and we had to figure out how this was going to look, how we were going to be able to allocate people to make it happen. And these individuals, since I've been out here, has been the biggest supporters of what we've done. So I just wanted to show you all a token of our appreciation for everything that you all have done. So on that behalf, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you can sit down now, child. Sit down. Now, I would be remiss if I was not who I am. And those of you all that know who I am know that I try to keep things real. So I'm gonna date myself real quick. This group here is the Breakfast Club. Absolutely the Breakfast Club. And anybody that's ever seen the Breakfast Club understands how the Breakfast Club moved, right? So this was a group of young people who, a lot of them did not know each other. However, throughout the course of the program, they began to learn who each other was. And I can only say that, but I'm getting ready to show you that they exactly know who each and every one of them are. So I have to award them for the things that they've been able to contribute to the program, because they've been good things. I got a couple more gray hairs. So class, I'm gonna read off this certificate. I just need you to tell me who this is. This is the I Lost My Glasses Award. Joshua Isom, come on up. Go on and sit down. Can you find it? Go on, sit down, sit on down. This is the Please Tie Your Shoes Award. Oh, okay, just want to make sure. I mean, you gotta know who you are now. You got, hold on. There you go. Now this one might be a little hard because they were. So there are some young people who are passive aggressive with their behavior, and you just got to kind of wash them. So this is the I Will Sit This One Out Award. Oh no, Kennedy has her own award, but this would actually be John Ducker. Absolutely. John will always say, I'm good, I'll just sit this one out. I'm like, no, John. So what this says is, actually, you know what, I forgot. Let me see yours, Josh, because I have to read the award. So this says, I forgot, geez. It says, this certificate certifies that Joshua Isom has lost more prescription glasses than any cadet in the Forest Park Summer Cadet Program. There you go, son, right, that's for you. Ishmael, let me see yours. I gotta read yours too. I forgot, I spent a lot of time on these because I need to get you all back from my gray hair. It says, this certifies that Ishmael Dembele never has his shoes tied. There you go, son. There you go, right there. You just got them stuck in the side. So, John, this one says, this certifies that John Ducker always needs a little motivation to get going. Now, whether you all know it or not, John is actually working on a book. So, when I got authors and everybody else, that's what they do. This award is the I Missed the Bus Award. Very good. This certifies that Richard Saunders has missed the bus home 50% of the time. Now, what I will tell you is this. This young man lives in St. Bernard. So he came every day and was on time every day. So he would catch the bus here every day. Now, half the time I would have to take him home because he would miss the bus. And a lot of that was because he was too busy hanging out with these folks after we got off of work. So Richard, here you go, son. I'm claiming you on my taxes because I used a lot of gas on you right there. Now, this award could probably go to a lot of you all, but there's one individual who definitely earned this award. And this is the We'll Say Anything Award. That's Zoe. Come on up, Zoe. Come on up, Zoe. It says, this certificate certifies that Zoe Gibson says the most scratch-your-head comments than any cadet in the Forest Park Summer Cadet Program has ever said. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's you. No. You see your parents clapping? Because they know. They know. Don't sit down, baby. I mean, you do have a 4.2 GPA. I never said you weren't intelligent. I just said that this stuff just come out. Now, this one here, this young man, I was very impressed by how this young man would take control of certain situations, and I could give him a task, and I could walk away, and I knew it would get done. This is the Green Thumb Handy Cadet Award. And this certifies that this cadet is the most handiest cadet of all the cadets in the Forest Park Summer Program, and that would go to Makai Thomas. Come on, man. Absolutely. So this young man I've known for 4 or 5 years, and I'll probably have him for the next couple of more years because I know he's not graduating yet. So this is Always Has Their Bag Award. Marcellus. So this certificate certifies that Marcellus Thomas never forgets his bag, but forgets to cut the grass at his grandmother's house. We have one young man that's on vacation. He was always cold. That would be Dallas Ball. Now this award, it goes to a young man, and we got to figure it out, but we'll figure it out sooner or later. This is the Most Likely to Fall Asleep Award. Elijah Cephas, come on up, son. So this certificate, come on up. So this certificate certifies that Elijah Cephas is the sleepiest cadet of the Forest Park Summer Cadet Program. So for those of you all that are in service and have been in academies, you know that they would always say, if you get sleepy, you gotta do what? He is the only kid I know can fall asleep standing up, hands down. Just other day, he was over in the corner, and I said, is he falling asleep? And Makai looked at me. I said, Makai, is he falling asleep? He's like, yeah, Mr. Eddie, he falling. I said, how is that possible? So I don't know what it is, but yeah. So he's a very crazy. Is this the combined GPA of this class is like a 3.7, 3.8. So I have a very bunch of intelligent young people here. So you all, there you go right here. Now, another young person who I've had for a while, this is the most likely to be late award. Takari Miles, come on up. So this certificate certifies that Takari Miles is the tardiest cadet of the Forest Park Summer Cadet Program. The tardiest. Now, a lot of times he would blame it on his mom. Problem is that I know his mom, and she would always say, no, Mr. Eddie, that's Takari. He's late. He gets up late. So I'm on my way, Mr. Eddie, but you're still in bed. That's not what we want. There you go. So, this is the finally got their Black Belt Award. That'll be Mia Ward. That's right. This certificate certifies that Mia Ward was the last cadet to get her black belt in the Forest Park Cadet Program. Now, this right here is the Takes a Lot of Breaks Award. Absolutely. Come on up, Kennedy. This certificate certifies that Kennedy Turner takes the most breaks than any cadet of the Forest Park Summer Cadet Program. So she's probably going to take a break on her way to her chair, because that's what she does. And some of you all may have two. See if you got two in your hand, because I'm missing one. I got one more kid left. I got 2 kids left. Okay, all right. So this is the I Quit Award. That would be Ward Davis. This certificate certifies that Ward Davis has quit more times than any cadet in the Forest Park Summer Cadet Program. There you go, right here. He literally just said he quit. Oh, you know what? So I have 3 people, so you all must have left them. So nevertheless, I remember your awards. This next award goes to the cadet with the biggest hair. Cheyenne Boston, come on up. Oh, I got your award. I just didn't have it. Come on up. That's right. Now, let me tell y'all something. This young lady here is special to me. Why? Because her and I rode to work every day together. Because her mom would drop her, we rode to work every day. So we get in the car, and I say, how was your day? It was good. So the whole camp, she has this really long, pretty hair. She's always got it out. So I'm like, I wonder how she's going to have her hair for the ceremony. So we put up the day. Look at this girl. She got it laid to the shade, y'all. Give it to her. You know what I'm saying? Laid to the shade. So I say, did you do that for the ceremony? She said, no, Mr. Eddie, it's my birthday. I said, okay, I ain't know. Go ahead and sit down, baby. This is the Can't Keep My Shirt Tucked In Award. Come on up, Makai. And stand right there, son. And yeah, shirt's not tucked in right now. So I don't know how he does it, but for some odd reason, his shirt always comes out of his pants. So you can just stand right here, because I'm gonna bring your brother up with you. This is the I Only Eat Snacks Award. Come on up, Ryan. Now, the beautiful thing about these 2 young men is that we've been together for a long time. So I've been with Ryan for almost 5 years, about 4 or 5 years. And me and Makai have been together for this is our 3rd year together, right? It's our 3rd year together. So these young men, I'm probably gonna be riding them all the way up to graduation and beyond. But nevertheless, like I say, these are good young men. I love them. Go ahead and have a seat. Sit on down. Sit on down. Oh, I got your awards. Though. I got your. I got them. Now, I do want to recognize Demara Sellers because it's a lot to come back. She, and I'll be honest, I had to give her the business a couple of times because if you've ever been in a situation where you had to oversee individuals that you were traditionally in class with, it's hard. So for her to come back and have to supervise, look out for young people that she was literally in class with last year is very hard. And we had to have a lot of tough conversations on what it is to be a young adult. Because when there's such a close age gap, it's a struggle. And a lot of times you have to learn on the fly on how it's done. I think she's grown immensely through this program. Hopefully in the next year or two, she'll be patrolling the streets of Forest Park. So we just wanted to say thank you for all your hard work. Yvonne Steele, can you come up here, please? Because you weren't here from the Tower House. So, Yvonne, we just wanted to say thank you. If you want to say something on behalf of the Talbot House. So Yvonne, we thought about you. So Yvonne works for the Talbot House, and Yvonne and Ron and Chief Hill were having a lot of conversations about this program and how it needed to look. So Yvonne and I have known each other for quite a few years. So when I initially came out here, we had a lot of conversations, and we've had a lot of drawn fights and everything else. But nevertheless, we're now here. So you were outside doing something because I acknowledged everybody to put the program together. So I did not want. You want to say something on behalf of the Tower House?
Sure. So I would like to say thank you for such a wonderful job that it is that you have contributed the time put into our youth. And I want to say, youth, continue to do great work. All right? Thank you.
All right. So that being said, like I said, I'm not one to drag a lot of stuff out. I'm very appreciative that you all were willing to let me have your young people for the summer. Like I said, they were a ton of fun. I will really miss them, which is crazy because someone asked me the other day, they says, are you glad this is over? And I was like, you know what? I'm kind of not. I'm gonna miss the early morning Texas. What we wearing tomorrow, Mr. Eddie? So this year we kind of switched it up. So these are our dress shirts. These are our Class A shirts. This is what we wear when we go to special events, or dignitaries come and this, like, the third. So the first time they wore them was we went to Black Tech Week. So we have been housed in the South Campus building. So when I came in, and they've gotten really familiar with the custodial staff that are there. So when I came in, the first thing the custodian said was, "It smells beautiful back there." I said, "What do you mean?" "They got on cologne and everything else." So I went in the back, and I'm like, "They in the back with their shirts on. They done tucked them in." I said, "Y'all like them shirts, huh?" I said, "Yeah." They said, "Yeah, Miss Eddie, we gotta like these shirts." Because at first when I gave it to them, they were looking at them like, "We gotta wear those things?" But I think now they understand. So they have a PT shirt, which is green. They have a polo shirt that we wear for traditional. So we really wanted to give them the same feel that we as officers have. As police officers, we have 3 or 4 different uniforms for different occasions. So this is their dress uniform. And yes, parents, they take all these clothes, so I just gave them some more clothes to take home with them. So that being said, I want to go ahead and acknowledge these young people so we can go ahead and eat. Mr. Mayor, Mr. City Manager, Jermaine, and Ron, can you all get up here and line up so we can salute these young folk? Demara, can you grab their gifts from over there as we call them up? Right there is fine. Yeah, how you want them? Way across me there. Right here is fine. You want them to come here? That's fine? Okay, all right. Yeah, you stand at the end, Don. You the one that had them all thinking they want to be the city manager now.
And they do.
Absolutely. They was like, how much you make? He said, listen, I'm not telling y'all that, but you can make between this and this. They was like, for real? So they all got their phones out and they started adding up like, Mr. Eddie. I said, well, I told y'all put y'all, they met with Greg Landsman yesterday and they shot him a bunch of questions. They got to meet with different people from the community. Miss Angela Knighton came in and spoke with them and gave them a pep talk. Trina Adams came in. So they've had the opportunity to meet with a lot of individuals throughout the city. State Representative Karen Brownlee came in. So they've been able to have a lot of good conversations with some individuals about things that they want. They got a lot of people's emails and phone numbers, so they understand now how they got to make things shake. So we're going to go ahead and call them up. Elijah Cephas. Is he asleep? Oh, he good? Okay. There you go, young man. No, just go sit down. Just go. Don't fall asleep, though. Takari Miles. So people always ask, is this a graduation? I'm like, no, it's not a graduation. It's just an end of session ceremony because they ain't going though. They ain't graduated yet. There you go, young fella. Mia Ward. Y'all see that belt? Took a long time to get that belt. There you go. Kennedy Turner. Kennedy eats more than any young person I've ever met in my life. Her biggest thing is, Mr. Eddie, when we going to eat? Ward Davis. Makai Ward. You see this shirt? How did the shirt just come out? Jesus. Cheyenne Bostic. Ryan Durrett. Joshua Isom. Ishmael Dembele. John Ducker. Richard, just missed his bus, Saunders. Zoe Gibson. Makai Thomas. Marcellus Thomas. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2025 Summer Cadet Program. Now, I always forget to do this, And people always give me a hard time, so I always forget to get a picture so you all can take. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna have them stand here so you all can get a picture before I dismiss them, because once I dismiss them, then everybody wants to get a picture. So everyone wants to get a group picture. So you guys, get up, line up, let's go. What time is it? Hey, Jermaine, can you take one and give it to me? Are you want me to get in there? Sure. I'm really big on them being held accountable because it's their job. Like a lot of them keep saying, Mr. Eddie, are you gonna hire me back next year? I said, no, are you hiring yourself back next year? Because it's not me that makes the decision. I don't make the decision whether you get to come back next year. It's what you do. You know, were you able to do what you needed to do from this point and throughout the school year that makes you rehireable? It wasn't Mr. Eddie that said it, but once again, the goal, the mayor, myself, Chief Hill, and Ron, is to grow the program. To make it as big as we can, within our capabilities. So, we're going to go back to the drawing board and sit down and figure out what we can do, because all these young people say they're coming back next year, and I only got one kid that's leaving. So if they all come back next year, then guess what? Then I don't need to hire nobody else. However, so that means we got to figure out what we need to do to increase the program. Just figure it out. It's one of those things where we got to figure it out. So parents, we may bring you all in on some conversations. I'm real big on that. I will be checking on them as reference to their grades throughout the school year. So if they are working this school year, they definitely can't work if they're not doing their homework. That's just not something I'm big on. I'm not real big on young people working and not getting education. So I know one don't equate to the other. You can have your whole life to work. But if you're getting F's and D's, why am I letting you come to work? You need to be doing homework, not this work. So that being the case, on that case, I want to go ahead. Group, attention. You march them on out. That's right, y'all go march it. Yeah, get your stuff, take it with you.
Mark time, march. Forward, march. You won't believe what I see. You won't believe what I see. And Forest Park. You won't believe what I see.
Give them a hand, y'all. They've been battling all summer. Black boots, just crawling along. You won't believe. So we have a very, very nice everyone. Peyton's